Good morning, everyone, on the sleepy morning.
Hello.
As I take today's stream and try to figure out, did I sleep enough? Did I just sleep not great? But either way, I didn't grind enough. So we're gonna do optional hunts and explore some of the side areas that I haven't been to yet. There's not a lot of those, but there's a couple.
I got woken up from a storm an hour and a half early.
Oh, jeez. It's always a fun
Yeah.
feeling.
I mean, technically I woke up from like something else, but then the storm was going on.
So it kept you
So
up?
then, yeah, it kept me up for at least like 30 minutes.
So like, I'm one of the weird people. I've got like two fans going. I have one that more makes noise than anything, and I have one that's like actually like really cool. But during like the week that all the big storms were hitting, the storm woke me up. Just something about it woke me up, but the storm itself didn't keep me up. What kept me up was like small brownouts on the power. So like the speed on the fan would like almost turn off, and then it would go back to full speed, and then it would like just keep doing that. And I'm like, oh god. And it's like at that point, it's just like I'd almost rather you just turn off. Like just get it over and done with. But eventually, I got back to sleep. I don't think it was on a stream day, so I was safe from that. Recipe of Bloodwing, Viral, Lindworm. Scared Diabolos. I'm also just scared of that area. Where do I want to go? I didn't think about this. Yep. I'm getting all my buttons mixed up. Alright, so Diabolos unlocks the Lusu Mines, like, Site 11, or... Yeah, Site 11. Let's see. We have more of the crystal that we could look in. And then we have the caverns underneath these areas. I'm honestly leaning that we probably go towards the caverns, because there is an Esper in there that we could probably trounce at this point in time. No, I just didn't grind a lot over the weekend because I spent a large throat, please. I need you to work with me. Oh, hold on. I changed some stuff for grinding. Switch these back on. There we go. Oh, hold on. I need to change Reddit's too, so he's actually doing stuff. Wow. That one was really loud.
I'm sorry. I didn't realize I was going to bump my fork and it was going to spin across the entire outside of my plate. So I was readjusting my hand and then, oh, there's the fork.
There it goes.
There we go.
But I grinded.
Such devastation. It was not my intent.
I got one Maximilian. I didn't get anything else other than some levels. And that kind of leads me to something I do want to say. Like, I'm not reneging on the promise that I said we're gonna do everything, because I do want to do Yizmat, and you have to do all the other hunts for that. But I may not, I might not keep on the FF12 on Monday, Wednesday, Friday. It might be, hey, here's the next game we're doing. All right, Friday, we're gonna do a thing. It's more FF12. Mostly because just once you hit the end game, grinding for gear takes a long time, because you're now reliant on the drops. And those drops are an absolute pain sometimes. But over the weekend, I spent more time. We started an async multi-world, and I got, for FF12, I got open really quickly, so I had a lot of stuff to do. I think when I looked last night, I have a little bit more I could do before I went to bed, but I didn't. I decided not to boot the game up. I think I had done like 400, just over 400 checks out of the 800 something I have. So, decent chunk. But I did find out while grinding that you can apparently have haste and slow at the same time. It's great. Hermes sandals plus slow inflicted via bad breath gives you haste and slow at the same time. I don't know how they interact with each other, but I do know you can't just cast haste to get rid of it because you already have it. But anyway, here's this guy.
Dragon goat.
Flying dragon goat. Anyway, there he is. Hold on. Yes, you are. No, down. Thank you. I'm gonna leave you on those. Yeah, I would have been dead already. Oh well. Stopped the one person I didn't want stopped.
As it tends to be.
I will also say live on the air, when it comes to going into the special charter shaft for the Hen Mines, the first time I'm going to do that off stream so I can get all the gear out of it. Then that way when we go in there, we can just go all the way through it to the thing at the end.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. But we need, I want to say 8 espers to go in the shafts. How many do we have? 5. I know of I know of 2 more that we could get. And then 2 more that are in story, and I'm blanking on... Oh no, I know what we can get. I don't know if we can do it, but I know which ones we can get. That, you know, don't involve Ultima and the story. Oh, hi, guy. There's a hunt over there, by the way. Not right now, but there will be. So I'm gonna spring something on you. This, and I hate that they did this, and I don't know why they did this, but we're gonna. What the? Where did you spawn? Okay. So here, this is the right area. Look in the top left corner for me.
Yes.
That's just this area. That's just this small little tiny area. You want to take a small guess where the map is?
Over there.
It's in the corner of this room, yes.
We
And no, this was not something they changed for the Zodiac Age. This was in the original too. So I don't like that they did that. Let's see, I know we need to get... I don't think I'm going to put all the effort in to get a Tornasol for Flash, but I know we can get, like, probably something for him. We can get a good pole weapon for Ash. We've already got the one for bow for Fran. What are we sitting on for Canelo? Ooh. Okay, we need Muramasa, Masamune. We're not getting Kumba. Aside from stats, we don't really get the benefit out of it. The outer section of the Certain Caverns is like level 16 to 20. Then it's like level 40 for the next section. Don't know about the middle off the top of my head. I think it's around the same level. And then, you know, there's just that one room that's level 99. You know, it's just there. Might be one of the smaller complaints I have about this game. Yeah. Alright, so let's go do... I guess let's go do the Bloodwing hunt. I think that's a good one. We've already been through that area. I just didn't want to do it with the Bloodwing Hunt there. I was wondering, I'm like, maybe it would be faster to go through the waterways. Like, no, it's faster to just teleport in. We are. Esther Sand first, because we gotta talk to the guy. You were an albino, weren't you? You were the one picking a fight with TZA. Through one of the walls and tumbled out with our bare hands, came out in the Barheim Passage, thought we were free. Scarcely moved when the Bloodwings swooped out of the gloom. Didn't land any serious bites on me, but my friend weren't so lucky. Yeah, he looks pretty dead, Reno. Alright. Well, let's see where it is. Oh, literally the last one. I thought we went there sooner than that. Yeah, but I think in terms of story, I think like whatever tier of gear the Maximilian is should be okay. Also, the mark isn't in here, but I realized we never went to this area. I think there might be some fun stuff in here. Uncertain. I don't really want to pull up the page right now. I think once we finish with the story, we'll move on to 12 Revenant Wings as we're doing some of the randomizer. Like I've mentioned, I just want to give some time for all of the announcements to settle, so I know when everything's coming out. I think like all throughout this month, there's gonna be, you know, hey, look at this direct, look at this direct, look at this thing. And I'm like, okay, I would like to know when everything's coming out before I make any concrete plans on we're 100% gonna do this game next.
Yeah.
While I don't think anything that I, you know, really care about streaming is gonna come out in the the next 2 months or 3 months, but I can't definitively say that. I think really the only things I would care about, though, would be anything Dragon Quest related. Like, they could shadow drop something on us and, you know, be like, hey, this is coming out in like 2 months. Look at this cool new thing for popular IP that I like. I don't think so. I feel like I would have heard about it by now, at least in like a teaser trailer format. I would know that it exists by now, let's say.
Yeah.
It's like I know Death End Request 3 exists as a thing that is in development, and it's related spin-off thing, but I don't think the spin-off thing is even available in Japan, much less, you know, something I should go, are they gonna localize it like simultaneously? The long, arduous trek. Things just spawning forever. That poor skeleton had like 4 statuses on him before he died. I saw disable and poison. Hold on, let me see. You do anything? No. Okay, maybe it was just 2, but I swear I saw a 3rd. I have Fran with the double XP on. So it also occurred to me, you know, I've been not really thinking about it, but wondering, like, what would a casual player, you know, use the Firefly for to not gain any experience? And it just hit me randomly. Like, you know, you would put it on somebody to keep them from getting ahead of the party. So it's like, you know, if I really didn't want Ash to go beyond level 55, you know, while I'm grinding experience, I could put that on her, and she could still be in the party without gaining it. It's close. There it is. Do I have holy? I do. Nah, it's too slow. I wanted to see how much damage it did. Actually, that might have been the 6K we saw at the end.
Maybe.
Oh, we missed some. Alright, let's fast forward this. I also still think, like, if... I know some people really like the 4 times, but I think ×3 speed would have been so much better.
Yeah.
×4 is so hard to control. But having, like, played a little bit of this with, you know, with no speed up, just turning it off for whatever reason I wanted to see. I don't know how, honestly, anybody played this game before the Zodiac Age. Like, I really don't.
Patience.
Because it is... Hold on, let's give an idea here. Look at this. Look at this. That's about how slow it is. Look how slow we're moving. Like, maybe it's just the fact that I've gotten used to ×2 speed. Like, it could 100% be that. But
Maybe.
it's just that, like, Pokemon Red and Blue scenario. Like, how did anybody play this? Though in the case of Red and Blue, I know exactly what it is because we were all children with nothing better to do, and the occasional
Yes.
adult that didn't have, you know, with the knowledge of video games that were better because they hadn't come out yet. So they just sat there and Ryan said, man, number go up.
Man, this shit be banging, yo. Bro, that's paint.
I still find it so funny that I think the optimal strategy for red and blue is skip the 5th gym leader and come back later. Because it's so bad. Like, Psychic was so busted in that game.
Yeah.
Like, obviously, like, yeah, Psychic's really good. Alakazam, all the Psychic types are really good. But yeah, but the more you look into it, the more you realize what the heck were they thinking. That's right, we have these guys. I don't want to do Trickster yet. Not without... You know what? We can go ahead and get on that a little bit. Actually, no, she should be okay at that level.
I feel like Pokemon in those games were like made of paper though. So when I tried playing the 3DS ports, I'm like, you know what? I haven't played these in like decades. Let's go back, and now that I have, a better understanding of how to play these video games, especially, Pokemans, you're like, how do I do? And for the most part, I was stomping things, but just the level differences don't seem to matter.
Oh, so you mean to say Pokemon Legends Arceus was a return to form?
Yes. Because I think I had like a Butterfree, because I was in like
okay, I will say, but Butterfree, notorious piece of paper.
Yes, but I'm just
yeah.
But let me finish here. So having a third form, in around the wild encounters near Vermilion, I just feel like I'm like 10 levels over, and it's like I'm looking at the stat comparisons of things that I can catch compared to that, and I'm like, bro, I'm 10 levels over. I have like 20 better stats than all of your stuff. Why am I dying in 3 hits?
Also, I love Pokemon. I love Pokemon Legends Arceus, but holy crap, you are made of absolute paper in that game.
I feel like it was made with like the singles format in mind. That it's like, that is literally just how competitive singles works, is there's a lot of revenge killing.
I literally like all of the end fights of that game where I KO'd your Pokemon, your new Pokemon KO'd mine, my new Pokemon KO'd yours. And it was just, that was how the battles went. And if I didn't go first, it didn't matter.
Yep.
And then there was like the biggest issue I have with Arceus as a game. Figure out. Okay, there we go. Is why would you ever use Agile Style?
I
don't think I hit a single point in that game where I was like, I want to use Agile Style.
Agile Style worked better for moves that had priority, which obviously there were very few that did, but those are the only cases you would use them. Be like, oh yeah, I can attack like 2 times in a row. I get 2 free turns.
Yeah, you know, but by the end of the game, you know, you have the moves that's like, all right, I could do 2 moves with this, and, you know, maybe get 2 moves in a turn. Because, you know, the speed in that game is wacky. But
yeah,
that on top of that, but it's like I might get 2 moves this turn. Or I go with the strong move, do the same amount of damage, if not more, and maybe go before it gets to go ever.
Yeah, but then depending on the thing that is swap, you know, comes out afterwards, they might get 2 turns. But then again, you know, it doesn't matter because you're made of paper, so you die anyways.
Like I said, if you don't get the 1 turn, like, it doesn't matter. I think get the stuff down there.
Because then they lose their 2nd free turn that they just got by being, you know, revenge killing. And then you get, you know, your turn. So it's really weird.
I think it ultimately ended up being like, I'm not gonna say like, you know, they used FF10 as like the basis here, but it's really the only game I can think of off the top of my head that has a comparable system. It really just feels like a pale imitation of what they aimed for with that. Whereas like here you can see the turn order, and what you do affects the turn order in different ways.
Yeah.
So it really just felt like, you know, a pale imitation of that. Like, obviously I know, like, you can only do so much with the way Pokemon works, but kind of why I don't think that system works in a Pokemon game.
I feel like it would have worked more if status conditions played a bigger part into that. That's like, if a Pokemon was statused, they would then have a harder time, you know, getting more action economy, right?
Yeah.
But that wasn't the case. Because I think paralysis was like maybe the only thing that did it, which, you know, makes sense, but I feel like any status should, you know, at least lower their speed, quote unquote, by at least 25%.
Yeah.
Paralysis should be 50 as it, you know, is.
But speaking of which, statuses. Positive note. Was it called Frostbite?
Yes, it was Frostbite.
I loved that. I think that was
Special bird.
I do, like, legitimately, I think it was like really good, because like having that option to go here, you're gonna take dot damage, and your special attack is gonna be lowered rather than physical, rather than just, all right, you know, I can hope for the freeze, and you might get, you know, you might just sit there and do nothing.
Yeah.
But because of that, you know, they are popping off with the bad breath today. But because of, you know, yeah, you're gonna sit there for 2 to 5 turns and, you know, maybe not do anything. They have to make the effects or the accuracy of that effect, you know,
Yeah.
success rate, that's what I was looking for, success rate. Success rate of that status not be that high, but with Frostbite, when it's only a dot, can make it a bit higher. I don't know if they're going to carry that into the main series, but I kind of hope they do. I like it much more than Frozen.
Yeah, we'll have to see.
I feel like whenever I use ice types, and it's like, oh, I use Ice Beam. And they use Ice Beam forever, and they'll never freeze. Aurora Beam forever. Powder Snow. Blizzard. Never freeze.
I would have to look up the chances for it, because I feel like it's 10%.
Yeah, it's 10% in the way that Addle and the 10 Mines is a 10% spawn. Look at me on the Switch version for literally, like, I think over 10 hours looking for it. I spent, like, multiple days trying to get that damn thing. Wasn't worth it. Ow! Okay, hold on. He hit me with the big one. Actually, hold on. No, I want you to do another.
Actually, while I'm looking that up, I'm going to use the bathroom.
We're almost there. Go ahead and save there. Do wish there was a faster way to get in here. But granted, it's, you know, only 2 areas. Those 2 areas are pretty long. Alright, hopefully there aren't any spawn conditions that I forgot about. Don't think there are, but got the sense that because there's something in here that's not him, that he is not spawned, but I don't know off the top of my head. Oh, no, never mind. There he is. Hey, well, he got haste. Nah. Can't do anything. Get out of here. Trying to full heal yourself? Get out of here. I think maybe the worst feeling I had recently with this game was, I think it was yesterday doing the async, and I was trying to face the Wild Malboro, which I do not believe we have faced yet. But facing it, and it also casts Solitude to try and full heal itself, and I had done it quickening just a little bit too late. So the Solitude went off first before the quickening. I was like, oh no. That was a rough fight where I was, but I managed to pull it through. But if I had just been a little quicker on it, I think I would have been able to do it. Because I dealt like half its HP and damage with the resulting chain. But I was gonna try and bypass crit HP entirely. Go that way. I mean, I guess the other thing I could do for gear is probably go in trial mode and try and steal some stuff. Because the lower power stuff is on, like, less than 450, so... So I think... If I needed to beat 450, I would have to beat Hellworm. Definitely be something I would need to look more in depth into and see if that would be worth it, because I could potentially get like, all right, one run, you know, that one run's gonna take like 2 hours, but I'll get all of the gear I need out of it. But depending on like what those stages are, I would definitely need to be prepared. They do tend to nerf some of the big bosses for trial mode because it's such a gauntlet, so even if I had to face Hellworm, it would be a lesser version of it. I'm not too worried about it, but I would definitely have to check, be like, alright, what chance do I stand here? Alright, hold on. I do also have a lot of loot, but I doubt any of it is anything worthwhile. At least a large majority of it is to say, I don't think we have anything that I can like make that would be useful in my loot already. Oh, there's the map. You just never come down this way? Let's grab that. Not that we really need it now, but I like having it. There we go, opening my drink. Alright, let's go turn this in. Fine. It was just a little fuller than I thought it would be. It dripped everywhere. That's fun. let's go turn in. This punch. This gives us access to an Esper I'm not 100% sure we're ready for. Like, I could probably do it, but I'm hesitant to do it at the current juncture with everything that we have. It's kind of the same reason I don't want to go into the final dungeon yet, because I think if we can beat the final dungeon, I think we can beat the Esper that unlocks from this. But since we are not at that stage yet, I do not think we can do it.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Oh, so it's a 10%.
10%?
Yes.
Yeah, about this. It's an adult 10%.
So I was getting it confused with Blizzard, that has a 30, but obviously Blizzard has a much lower accuracy.
Yeah, that's kind of the trade-off, though, is like Blizzard's high chance to freeze, high chance to, or a lot of damage, low accuracy. That's like its big thing.
Meanwhile, Ice Beam does have an accuracy of 90, so...
Do Flamethrower and Thunderbolt also have an accuracy of 90?
I believe Thunderbolt and Flamethrower have a 100, but I can double check that.
Wow, just the middle finger to ice.
It's a chance to freeze. It really drags it down.
It doesn't have enough middle fingers on that type already, so they added another one.
Oh no, I was reading power instead of accuracy. My bad.
Okay. Not to say. My statement still stands, though. Nice gets a lot of
man, I'm tired.
Okay, look, for what it's worth, I couldn't prove you wrong, so... Promise at the point that I've gotten everything that I think is useful. That final gambit slot. I don't think there's anything else on the main board that I would consider worth it.
You know, it would have been very funny if somebody had commented to tell me how wrong I was. It'd be like, oh, hey, you commented. That's nice.
Oh my, dude. Okay, that character in One Piece, dude, and might be the funniest joke. Just,
it's sad though.
It's so sad, but like, I 100% understand that feeling. Like, not from personal experience, thankfully, but
yeah,
it's the one person in Whole Cake who just gets shunned. It's like, oh, you remember me. It's so nice. As he's just getting the shit beat out of him. It's so nice that you remember me. Alright. Anything on the other board that I care about? There's a lot of stuff on this other board that I care about, but battle that I don't have and may honestly not get. I think I'm actually gonna try it though. I'm gonna try and get Adel, because if we get it, we can make Yismat an absolute joke.
Mm-hmm.
Because you can lower like all of Yismat's stats down to the point he is dealing like triple digit damage to you, maybe at that. Poor Fran, I'm still wondering if maybe I just swap classes around. Because Red Mage just doesn't get a lot to accompany Archer. I guess Ardor, but kind of it. It also gets dark, but I mean, I guess it's okay. Meanwhile, I know Bosch doesn't have anything really. Like, we have some stuff that we can get. It's good, but, you know, we're not anywhere close to actually getting it. I just find it funny that the worst sword ever is locked behind a quickening.
Yeah.
1 damage per hit. No more, no less. Oh, I got 2 more people. So I should do Whale Whisker. We can get. I don't remember exactly where it is, but we can get it. Obviously, the extra HP. Expose is good. And we have 1 more HP boost. We have like all this stuff over here though for her. Yeah, she has so many more HP boosts left. Look at this. Like, how much HP does she have? Look. Yeah, she'll hit like 5,000 HP. One of the reasons why Monk ends up being really good for White Mage is like it gives you like a decent way to deal damage, and then gives you like a ton of extra HP. Just that way you're not frail. Leave it. I like that. Let's see here. Oh, don't have enough. I thought we did. Alright, what do I want to do? Yeah. There's that. I don't want to do you yet. Could do that one. I want to see where the Whale Whisker is. Maybe where some of these pieces of equipment are. It is in Lucian Line Site 6. Can we get there? I think so. Might be a little scary, but I think we can try. You know what? Let's try it. Go in and see if we're even ready for that area. Because we could buy the upgraded version from the bazaar for 60k, but I don't think we have the stuff for it. We need... yeah, automatically don't have the gems for it. And I doubt we have anything else for it. Mithril and corpse flies. That's what we need. Nope.
Sandwich.
Nah, they're all decently rare drops. So I was like, the chance that I would have it is almost none. I would honestly be very surprised if I had any of those. Yeah, and the reason honestly I was not really wanting to do the trickster hunt is it becomes immune to physical at crit HP, and I don't remember if that physical immunity goes away, and I think it absorbs elements, so I would really want a non-elemental attack.
Quickening chain it?
If it's immune to physical, no.
That's weird.
If it's immune to either physical or magic damage, the quickenings do 0 damage.
That's weird.
It is very weird, I agree. I think it should bypass that. Or like at least deal like half damage.
What if you use the summon?
Maybe? I'm taking a lot of damage from whatever that is. That's level 60. No wonder I'm taking a lot of damage from it. It checks out.
Here.
No. Ow. That doesn't give me a lot of hope. Yep. It's about what I thought. Hold on, let's try it. Okay, that doesn't count. It disabled it on the first hit. I'm like, okay, that doesn't count. I'd have to look up what the summons have, though, because not all of them have magic, I think. Some of them have, like, their weird techniques and stuff, and I don't know what those count as. Okay, well, that kind of tells me all I need to know. Alright.
Yes.
Where are we? Site 5? We're not even in Site 6 yet. Fortunate. Ow. You fucker, Redis! I blame you! I don't know why they are not attacking. Oh, they're disabled. So, let me... Let me get out of here. This is why guest party members suck. Across the board. Oh, wait, oh, I can't put them back. Yeah, but what if I do this? Like, I can't move him at all. Which is another decision that I find questionable. Like, I can understand, like, yeah, you can't control their actions in battle, but, like, you could probably at least move them around.
Yeah. But you're always in combat.
Yeah, but I guess they just made them follow the party leader, which is still kind of annoying. So if everyone gets berserked, it's just like, let's sit there and be sad. So I find it funny, like, we hit the one damage tab that was enough to kill Ash, but everyone else was confused, berserked, and reversed. So they just... They knocked the confusion out of each other, but couldn't take damage.
Yeah.
Some of these traps are a sick, twisted sense of humor. I kind of get it, really, but... yeah. And Maximilian is also in the same place as the frickin' whale whisker. Hold on. I was gonna try and go back in again, but we need to... I need to buy Phoenix Downs. I saw how low we were. So let's go do that. Let's buy more Phoenix Downs. I really don't want to get deep into that place and go, hey, you don't have any.
Yeah.
I've played the stealth game in FF12. It's not great. You're really, really pushing your luck with it. Okay, about to say, you're gonna tell me the one item shop in town doesn't have fucking Phoenix Downs. You have remedies and X potions. I don't know when you upgraded your stock, but you know, it seems to be working out. Those. Some of those. Some of those. And a lot more of those. Healthy stock of X potions never hurt. It's a nice free, you know, 2k HP that I can just give myself and be like, alright, I'm good. I'm not gonna die. I wonder if it's time we turned on some extraneous gambits that I've had turned off for a while. But they weren't really worth it. Do you have bubble yet? I don't remember. You do!
Well.
Should be okay. A lot of gambits is just trial and error. You really just start figuring out, like, okay, you know, this is happening too much, move this to here. This isn't happening enough, move it up. Give it to another person.
Yes.
I could almost guarantee you that my gambit setup for each playthrough has been completely different. The one and only exception is party leader target attack, nearest physical attack, self Libra. I never cast Libra in combat, ever. it's really just not worth it to cast Libra in combat. If you're really worried about Libra in combat, you're probably better off just casting Float.
Yeah.
Like, take the one cast Float, but really the only fight I have ever been worried about traps while fighting is Gizmat, and you really don't want to cast... You don't want to be have a Gambit set up for Float in the middle of battle, just because anytime somebody dies, you gotta cast it again. Might as well just take the L if you run over a trap. Suck it up, recover, because once that trap's gone, if you don't leave, it's gone. It's not coming back. Alright. I've learned a valuable lesson. That's still pretty scary, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Come on. Thank you. I was like, please go around the corner. I think I'm going to turn this on, just so I don't have to manually do it every time. I'm also going to pull up my map, so I know where all the treasures are. I see one piece of gear that's worth it.
Yeah.
Here. This. But yeah, you can kind of see how the guests fall off because
Yeah.
they just end up not being that good after a while. Should be, yep, so kill this guy real quick.
Not to mention, he also doesn't have bubble.
That is as well, but like his gear is never getting any better. Is the biggest thing. Only 60, or it's only 3 increase. Okay. That's more helpful on Fran than it is on Ash, but I'm going to swap it over to Penelo as a more permanent thing later. we're in Site 6 South. Frick. Okay, so another area to go through. Look at the map. Mage Power Shishak is at the top of the area. Okay, yeah, that's not actually that far. We want to go this way. What do you have on, Ash? Let's change that. Make all those MP costs half of what they are. That'll help a bit.
Suddenly everything casts silence. Or inflicts it.
No, everything casts stop instead. Honestly, though, that's why like I have Echo Herb Gambits set up, and I typically just go like instead of Echo Herbs is one of the few Gambits I will like target a specific party member for, unless I have multiple people in the party that, you know, cast regularly. But I will typically go like, all right, you know, allied Ash, Echo Herbs. I don't feel comfortable about this gear, but I am not trying to grind out stupid friggin' grand armor. That's really difficult to get because it's only available in the one area. Or is like a rare drop, I think. Anyway, here's the secret area. Mimic. There we go. Nope. Teleport. There we go.
Wait.
Look at that, 20 attack increase. Bam. Then you get that. Let's see. Let me look at one thing real quick. Ash, what's like... So, Glimmering Robes, that's right there. Lordly Robes are in the Charter Shaft. I do have to wonder if, like, maybe, are we just good? Is this just as good as we're gonna be? Like, obviously, like, I want to grind some more levels, but, like, gear-wise, I have to wonder, like, is it worth continuing to search for right now? Oh, hold on. Okay, that's fine. I thought I changed this. That'll work a little bit better. Ooh, okay. Let's keep going. Since we're all already here, we might as well get the last two. Bye, Reddit.
Is there a reason why he's not getting the bubble buff?
Extra casts. I mean, I could. Can I select him as a target? Yes. in and outside of battle.
The only reason I bring that up is because you would be losing extra actions when he dies, so...
Well, let's see if it matters. So here's what I'm gonna do. This, bubble. Party. Get him some XP. Weapon's not that great, but we can fix that later.
Yes.
Because I need to look up where all those great swords are. And see, like, which one of these is actually viable to get. Because I really do, like, I want to finish the story so that way, like, all of that's out of the way. There's no, like, post-game story or anything. There's Scathe. Kind of the reason I was like, ooh, we can have that, and I don't have to go in the Great Crystal. Alright, and there's a Masamune. So that's a bunch of weapons that we got. A bunch of good gear that we got. So you can have that. Oh, you can't wield it. Hold on. You know what? We can check. There you go. That's a pretty significant increase.
Yes.
Don't think I can get the license for it. No, I need a little bit more. It's a smidge. But now that we have Scathe, like, it's not ideal compared to Scourge, in my unprofessional opinion. But it will get the job done. I also love that we cast Bubble on Redis and, like, nothing has targeted him.
Yeah.
That was the first attack that targeted him and blocked it. You know what? Look, if it keeps happening, I'm not gonna complain, alright?
The bubble buff is real.
Alright, so I have to ask, because I swear I saw that line in the show and I was wondering, like, why did this become a meme? But I also have to ask, is that line actually in the show, or am I just misremembering?
I don't think so. I think that is just a meme Reddit edit.
I don't know, because I swear that was like... Because I swear that was the big thing that happened in Marineford that was, like, caused the second Great Pirate Age. That's what caused everyone to, like, oh, here's more pirates. But the only reason I ask is watching you. The only reason I ask is generic statement abroad here. There are a lot of times throughout Wano that they talked about, like, Whitebeard and the One Piece and all this stuff, and there are like 40 different places for that scene to have been called up if it was real, and it never came up. So I was just like, did I just misremember that it was real when I saw the meme for the first time?
I mean, looking it up, like, refreshing my memory, I mean, technically that shot of Chopper crying is actually a thing.
I know the, like, the shots are real, but, like, the dialogue itself, like, from Whitebeard specifically. let's skip the birds. Squeak!
I'm searching. I'm digging.
I'm gonna be honest, it might just, you know, be easier to find out the manga chapters and look it up.
Yeah.
Well, I went the wrong way. Okay, also, like, you heard that sound wave effect just now, right?
Yes.
That sounds like an Ocarina of Time sound effect.
Yeah.
Like something I would hear in, like, it or Majora's Mask. Oh yeah, that reminds me. The PC port of Majora's Mask is finished.
Yeah.
So you could play that, the vanilla game alongside Ocarina of Time with all the QOL adjustments and whatnot. If you wanted to. But I know I'm kind of waiting for the randomizer. I need to update Ocarina of Time's stuff, but
Yeah.
because I know, like, Ocarina of Time and, you know, like, so Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, and Link to the Past are kind of like the Legend of Zelda randomizers that everyone talks about, at least in everywhere I see. But it's like, I really would love multi-world with the PC port of Ocarina of Time, because I hate playing on the N64.
Yeah.
There's just a lot of tiny quirks. A lot of tiny quirks. And I just go, man, I hate this. And it's nothing to do really with, you know, Ocarina of Time as a game. It's just N64 things. Like, precise aiming is really difficult. Unless you have, like, an N64 controller that you can, like, do stuff with. I know it. For giggles. Grand armor. Charter shaft, or step. Hell of a neck. Yeah, we're not getting the grand armor anytime soon, if ever. Actually, no, we'll get it. We'll get one of it. Because it's a functional 1% drop in the Cerobi step from a treasure chest. 1% from a hell of a neck. You can get it from the Hunt Club side quest, eventually. A rare steel from Fafnir in stage 89, or Behemoth King in stage 90, and an uncommon from one of the judges in stage 100. I'm not going that far in trial mode for a piece of gear. I'm just not going to.
Also, yes, Whitebeard does say it in the dub.
Okay,
Good job, Gabe.
Good job, you did it. At least be autosaved. Okay, I was about to say, I was like 90% sure that I did see that line at some point. Because I had the distinct memory of seeing that meme for the first time and going, why is this a meme?
I had to do a little bit of digging on YouTube because obviously the things that I got in my face were yeah, the meme versions. I'm just like, no, I don't want that. I want the dub lines. I want the original dub.
think I could technically go out of my way to try and get the upgraded spear, but it's like, eh. Alright, so... let's see. You've got something. Your weapon's okay, honestly. It really leaves just Bosch that I want a better weapon for.
Yeah.
You definitely need better magic gear. Yeah, you need that. What can we get for you? Sky gear.
Also, speaking of the Wampus, I began the reading last night.
Nice. I caught up
So,
on the anime, so
yeah. I am likely a little bit behind where you're at with the anime. Because obviously, as I mentioned, Luffy fights a certain somebody that I, saw.
yeah, my
I'm not going
suspicions
to go
about
into
that
it
fight were
for
confirmed.
spoilers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I will tell you later, but my suspicions about that fight were confirmed, as you're probably aware.
But where I'm at is a certain somebody is wanting to board the island. That is where I got to.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, you know what? Is it the first or second person?
I think technically the first.
Okay, about to say if you're questioning it, it's probably the first. Okay, so Canelo really just needs a new piece of gear. Is it equipped? You do, okay.
Yeah, but it definitely feels like a lightning round of like, here's a bunch of world building stuff.
Oh yeah, no. My statement in another server was, Egghead is really just. I know you've only been watching for 5 episodes, but here, hold this lore bomb for me real quick.
There was so much.
It was just like, it literally is like the scene from ASDF. Here, hold this. Thanks. Like, I can't think of anything else to describe how I feel about that arc so far. It's like, there's like 20 episodes of it already on the anime. I finished watching all of them. It's like, I just need to sit here and think about this for a bit. It's really good, but holy shit.
Yes.
There's third sense. I'm seeing if it may be worth just waiting to get this piece of gear from there. Third sense. So Blair is up there. White robes are 100%. Ultimate Blade is there. Okay, so I think waiting for some of this gear is gonna be a bit better. No, we could have gotten Muramasa on the. I think we got. Did we get Muramasa? I don't think we did. We might have. No, we didn't. So we would have gotten Muramasa going up to the boss of the second descent. There's a piece of dragon mail in there. A Minerva buff here. The black mask. I think we got that already. Yeah, we did. Okay. So honestly, here's what I'm gonna say. I think we're probably ready to try the Pharaohs next time. I do, like, aside, like, gear-wise, we are ready. Because we are going to get more stuff that is a guaranteed spawn when we go in. I said I was going to look something up. What was it? Never mind. I don't know. If I can't remember, it's not worth it. Oh, you know, I was going to look up the Dark Blade. Okay, how do I get it? The more important part. Okay, so it's in the Great Crystal. That'll be fine. I don't think the Dark Blade is like the best ninja sword, but we want it eventually. And I was like, how hard is it to get? I just wanted to check that. Clan Primer. Oh no, we have one in here that we can do. And while I'm grinding, I won't necessarily need bubbles, so that's fine for Bosch. But I would want him to be kind of around the level Vaughn is now. And I think I can actually manage that. I don't know if I can manage the solo leveling strat. I don't remember what level the stuff is down there. What did you find?
So, doing a quick Twitter scroll real quick. Apparently, TikTok Zoomers have come up with the weight of consent. So apparently, the weight of consent is 130 pounds. I don't know, man.
What?
I don't know, man. People are fucking stupid. It's like I'm not looking too much into that because I am just going to lose brain cells looking into that.
I am more likely to believe that the 20 pounds you lose when you die is your soul leaving your body and not just waste excretion than that. You know what? I'd rather stupid crap like that than, oh boy, do you want to see me down a whole tablespoon of cinnamon? Do you want to see me eat this Tide Pod?
Yeah. I don't know, I feel like TikTok Zoomers, as they put it, feel like they need to be pioneers. It's like, you guys don't need to be pioneers. You don't need to reinvent the wheel.
I mean, like, if you want to do stuff like that, I mean, like, that's one thing, but, you know, it's like, if you want to be a pioneer, then go for it. But, you know, I really don't think that figuring out the quote-unquote weight of consent, a non-physical, non-metaphysical object, is really what you should be focusing on.
Yeah.
I think there are better things to focus on. Alright, so... if I can find you... I'm clicking on the wrong tab. Final Fantasy 12. What? Don't remember seeing that there. Hold on. No, this is very important. We'll come back and do that hunt in a second. Did I just not buy this weapon when we were at Valfenheim? Has Bosch been nerfed this whole time because I forgot? Because apparently we can buy the Save the Queen at Valfenheim, which is like a step under the Ultima Blade that we will find for free. It's also apparently found in the Colosseum and the Cataracts, but if it is viable, it's much more reliable. Maybe I just didn't buy it because we didn't have enough gil and I just forgot about it. That's more likely.
Perhaps.
Yeah, we will be using it for this hunt, but... Yep, there it is. That boss is a little bit better. That'll help him a lot when he goes grinding. You know what? While we're teleporting around, I'll show the grinding spot that I'm going to take him in. I'm not going to take him to the end game spot yet, but... we'll see if he can hold his own. Actually, he's gonna have Redis as a fun guy with him, so he'll be okay. Just may take a little bit longer. And Redis might be a little bit higher level than I want him, but that's okay. Could also just kill Redis. Have him dead. This bit faster. Actually, can turn bloat off. We won't need it for a while. All right, so alright, there we go. There's that. Yep, Brand still has that equipped, so you're just gonna get that. run through, kill everything. Well, no. And I missed one somewhere. There he is. No. Yep. Skelly boys spawn.
Skelly.
They're giving like 2,800 experience per. I don't know if that's showing the doubled number or not.
Well, the only way to know would be to take it off and then put it back on.
Turn that gambit off so I can have her actually come in. That's the only thing that can really go wrong is that.
Oh.
Yeah, but he will gain a lot of levels doing this, even 6 levels over them. They will spawn for a while. This is almost effectively your end game grinding spot, by the way. Like, if you're doing stuff for post game, there's a different spot, but you know, for story, this is basically it. And obviously, once you get high enough, you know, you get the chain drop, and you start getting heals and all that. They stop spawning. Are there more? Is it time? Who's this guy? Once you kill him, they stop spawning. So you have to zone two areas away and then do the process again. But he's already level 49, so that's kind of the whole thing.
I need to grab extra drink real quick.
Go for it. No, 3 levels. I may honestly get everyone to level 60 and be like, that's good enough. I'm not doing the achievement set for Zodiac job system yet. Don't need to worry about those. I believe there's 2 achievements for the final boss where it's like, do this, fight this boss solo with this person, and underneath level 60. Oh, we can also get that sword as a reward from the Goliath hunt. Eh. I don't want to do that hunt. Not for that sword. It's just it's so much easier to just get the 16k. Alright, so we had the Orthos hunt. Oh no, she's dying, but not really. Alright, tell me what to do. Alright, so the whole story is she basically stole something and said, you know, got caught. And while running away, ran into the monster that took all her stuff. Then came back and said they were gonna throw her in the dungeons. Then the person she stole from is like, if you just return everything you stole, I'm not gonna do anything. So now we gotta get the stuff. It's a little particular on how it spawns. But we'll get down there first. Honestly, I can set up a Scathe Gambit with one of the Flan enemies. There's still a fair amount of experience. Yeah, they're level 38, so that's probably pretty decent. And free stuff. No matter what I decide to do with the trophies, I will still need a fair amount of money anyway, so... So, this one only likes to spawn with the ladies in the party. I think that on you. I actually may not be able to do it with Redis. Oh, okay. Doesn't matter. Let's see what happens. How much does Scathe do?
Oh, we don't have the license for it. Never mind. There we go. Hunt complete. Wasn't exactly a cakewalk, but you know, we got it.
I am back.
Welcome back. We did it.
We did it.
Yeah, but the hunt we just did requires all the female party members to be in the active party before it spawns.
Mm.
Which is why it's one of the hunts that doesn't come up as much in the randomizer, because you need 3 specific party members for it to show up.
Yes.
But anyway, now we have the stuff.
Stuff.
There you are.
Well, I see you've recovered my things. You're lucky you found someone willing to help you.
Can't hope to get in by unless stealing and pilfering from others. We help each other or the whole thing falls apart. That's some pretty good loot. Good stuff. To commend it, hunting a creature for the sake of a scoundrel like that Seek, I don't care how large the bounty is. This rare soul has the courage to risk his own life to help another. I think you ought to have this. It's a blackened fragment of some sort of medallion. Given to me by a man who said I should pass it on to someone who'd shown great courage. Quite a character, I can tell you. Spent most of his life as a sky pirate. Just decided to mend his ways when the war broke out. Planned to start a new life in Nabudis, his home as a boy, but his dream died with the city. Here, you should have it.
Here, take this.
Thanks. We should have enough license points to grab her Scathe. Nope. Oh, wow, that's extremely expensive. Alright, well, I guess it's time to do another hunt real quick. I was like, maybe we could do Trickster, and then, you know... We do have some we can do. That should be okay to do. There is one hunt that I absolutely refuse to do without having Scourge available. And the only reason for that is, like, it casts Reverse on itself at lower HP.
Mm-hmm.
And the normal strat with Reverse doesn't work. You can't just cast Cure on it and deal damage. It just says miss, and I'm like, come on. Let me spend the MP. Let me spend the MP and resources and just make it like auto turn off Reverse or something.
Yeah.
Here, my stuff was stolen. Help me get it back. Funny.
Bunny.
Also, another thing I will say I do find somewhat disappointing about this game. I almost said these games, like no, just this one. There are a bunch of hunts where like an NPC will be like, "Hey, I will join you on this hunt." They kind of all universally suck for the hunt that they're on.
Yeah.
Like, some of them more than others. Like, there's one that is like, yeah, that's kind of the point that he sucks, but... The Viera Wayfarer, she is not amazing. It's like, I'm not gonna say they suck stat-wise, because that's a bit unfair, but... just in comparison to damage that the party deals, just any party member alone deals, a bit low. Oh, this is the area where the Grand Arbor spawns, by the way.
Hmm.
So fun thing, and since this is a base hunt in the randomizer, he just starts out spawned here. So that means it's actually a really good time to come in here, grab all the treasure chests, and just leave. Because nothing else spawns while it's here. Yeah, that 126. That's her. The 84. She's not dealing any damage to this thing. Like, I don't need her to, like, deal a bajillion damage, but it's like, come on, you could at least do, like, 1,000.
But that's why the party's there. That's why she couldn't do it herself.
I mean, it has way more than, like, 10,000 HP. Did you know this?
Yeah.
Did you see what you've done? It'll wear off. Think about it until then. Okay. She thought about it. It's gone now. Might as well check. No, it's not here. Anyway. Small difference in the PC port. Either that or it's just the randomizer doing it. You don't have to like re-flee every time you enter a new area. You're just enough in the camera. Did we get enough? No, we did not. I guess I can start the hunt and just get the license points on the way. We're close enough.
Yeah.
The world is a wonderful place filled with ideas as diverse as its people. Such individuality was not to be found in my home. That's why she left. Looks like a scale shed by the creature. You slew it. I think it's only right that you should take the scale. That's part of a different side quest. We're not doing that now. Decidedly not ready for it. Alright, let's go for the trickster. Everyone's favorite DMC style.
Does it summon a persona?
No, it's just a giant bird.
No. Are we gonna give it a last surprise?
We're gonna give it a giant laser. Does that count?
Sure.
By the frozen brook. So this is one of those hunts that is just, you walk in, doesn't spawn, may have to try again. Let's go ahead and just get the license points for her real quick. This is in fact the wrong way, but a little bit more. I love end fights, they're so good. Anyway, yep, you have enough now. Do. Hold on. Turn that back on. Alright. Where's it's up? Just wanna go. Do. Oh, don't have bubble. That could be a problem, but eh. Alright, so it's not here yet. It's like, I haven't found it yet. That was weird to see from that angle.
Yeah.
I was like, what the frick? There it is.
Herb.
Yet not quite as good as Scourge, I think, with how fast that spell was, but that'll work.
Dead bum voom.
It's still a fair, decent amount better than it used to be in the original. I've already explained effect capacity before, but for anyone who's just joining in, I'll explain it again. Imagine, if you will, basically, 10 slots, attacks don't take anything on the slot, but a lot of techniques and magics and all that stuff will. So, Cure might take up 1, Cure might take up like 3, Curaja takes up like 9. So, Scathe takes up, I believe, 10? Or at least a lot of it. The problem is, if you hit all 10 units if they're full, so let's say, the boss is doing something, like the boss special attacks take up all of it. So anything that goes into a cutscene will take up all of it. So if the boss is, getting ready to do their big old special move, your Curaja, your Scathe, all of those things, they won't go off. Simultaneously, this means if you are casting Curaja, the boss can't cast its thing. But that means, say, while you're casting Scathe, you can't cast Curaja because there's not enough room for it. So it could really, really hurt you. That's why Scourge was really good, because it didn't have that issue. It still took up a bit of it, so you could still run into the same issue, but it didn't take up nearly as much.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so now we only have the Lindworm left that we've accepted. We honestly should probably be okay. It's another worm, so, who knows?
Worm.
Worm. I still haven't done the side quests yet. But also, again, Scourge inflicts sap, so it's just really good. So if anything is not immune to it, it will probably get it. And that is just helpful.
Yeah.
I think, unfortunately, at the point that we're at, I think a lot of the hunts that we're going to be doing aren't going to be really susceptible to other fun status effects, which makes me sad. I am 99% sure that we can't disable anything anymore.
Savage.
And it's Immobilize is a fun status event that you can mess around with certain party builds, but for hours, it's not. People sealed away a terrible worm in those ruins. 4 shrines there were, each with an iron colossus to hold the worm at bay. But now a worm roams the uplands once more. They say will only appear under cover of cloud. I believe I've said this before, but to get it to be cloudy in the uplands, we have to zone to a completely new map. So that will be fun. And the weather itself likes to be a pain sometimes. It likes to not show up. There it is. Let's see which area is closest to the teleport crystal. Yeah, we didn't get lucky. I feel like I lost Libra, but I feel like I should have seen a couple of traps. No, we didn't. Right, let's do this. We'll redo our gambits when we get in.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we got lucky. Heck yeah. Now we just gotta get there. I will run away from the elemental though, because they are annoying. I could probably kill it really easily, but I just don't want to deal with it. Like me putting off schoolwork. Alright,
Well, you shouldn't.
I generally don't. Not anymore at any rate. Okay, well I can't go south. Maybe I could from the other area, but yeah. Turning in something due today because I didn't do it yesterday because I got distracted. But it's fine. It's done, I just haven't turned it in. So for any of you be like, you procrastinator, it's like, it's done. Didn't turn it in yet.
Collective squimped.
Look, I'm not gonna say I'm gonna get an A on this assignment, but for completely different non-academic reasons.
Yeah.
The TLDR is the assignment that I was given. I've basically never done before. So I'm just like thrown into the deep end. I'm like, oh, okay, here we go. I'll try it. If I come out of this assignment with a C, I think I'll be okay.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is. Also, I don't like poetry. I'll just say that right now. only heals himself twice, so we're good on that front. Any other bunny magics I can do? Come on, you've got so little HP left. Okay, well, there he goes.
Dipped it.
They tend to just be really chonky. Yeah, this way. Yeah, we've entered the phase of the game where bubble is like not quite necessary, but oh boy, does it help a lot.
Sure does.
And then when you enter some of the post-game areas, that's when I'm gonna be like, yeah, if you are going into the Subterra without bubble or a bubble belt, Godspeed. But it's probably not worth the effort. And really, it's not even for the extra HP, it's just disease is so prevalent in the Subterra.
Yeah.
And it's like, you know, there are some other areas, it's like, okay, yeah, sap is pretty prevalent, poison, slow, fly, and it's like yeah, but you can kind of get rid of disease just as easily, but as a status effect, as a whole, disease is nasty. Ooh, a Minerva Buster. Proof that the Iron Colossuses were real, what fortune! Anyway... Alright, so I believe that's all the hunts we have. Okay, yeah. Obviously there's more, but
Yes.
we don't have them accepted, so. Alright, let's believe that's all the rank 5. We would have to go to the clan hall and double check. I don't know why I'm going this way to do that. Those guards are still there, by the way. They're just like grumbling.
No.
There's a teleport point right here, and there's no cutscene involved. Teleport to Rabanastor. And then it's also worth checking the bazaar again, since we've killed a few hunts now, so our rank should have gone up. Alright, boots. Those aren't terrible. Either. What do I siphon? Nothing huge yet. There is a strat later that I intend on using. So what it does is, I don't know how to pronounce it, but there's an accessory that reverses the effect of all healing items. So, you know, at a glance, you're like, okay, yeah, potions deal damage. But what this also means is remedies now inflict every status effect on the target that they are not immune to. So you equip it on someone with all the remedy lures, hit a target with it, and now they've got like 30 status effects. Alright, carrot. Leto's a bit rough. Alright, so I'm not gonna worry about him yet. I want to grind and get the story done before I do that one. Just... It's a... I feel like that one should be at least rank 6. This is all I'll say. Because I think it is even harder than the Lindworm hunts we just did.
Meow.
For a very specific reason that I will not reveal yet. Alright, but what do we got? This will be our gauge as to whether we're ready. I'm going to pick up a good ranked 6 hunt. Because there's none on the elite list anyway. At least not right now. Rublon, Overlord, Goliath. I don't want to do Overlord yet. The anime's better. Anyway. Overlord is another is a physically oriented hunt. He hits really hard, and he hits really fast. So that is one I will want to be sure that my gear is up to snuff before doing it. Goliath does piercing Graviga, so that's kind of a pain. I really don't know if I want to do any of these.
Then don't.
Katobopas is another one that just hits really hard, but he casts like the big ice break magic and whatnot, so that hurts a lot. Wild Malboro is, you know, exactly what it says on the tin can here. Yeah, obviously, all the other ones are rank 7. Death Scythe, I could probably do Death Scythe. I just really don't want to go into the Necro Hall right now. So, if you remember the last time we went in there, there's like the big wide staircase on one of the areas. So at the top of that, and the edge of the one area, if you have a character in a critical HP, that is what it takes for the Death Scythe to show up. But that's like in the middle of the zone. So I have to go all the way from the Salika Wood or the Deadlands and get there. And I'm like, that's a trek. We don't have time for that. It's not too hard. It does become immune to physical at critical HP, but I have Holy, which it's weak to. And Roblon is kind of the same way. It's at least a little bit closer. It's in the Deadlands, so there's basically it is the Roblon's in the grinding area. Problem is, it's the grinding area. There's a bajillion skeletons that show up, and they are all attacking you while this thing is there. So it is just a pain. But Death Scythe and Roblon, I think we could probably do. I think it will be harder to get there than it will be to do the hunt. Goliath,
Yeah.
I'm unsure on. Overlord will probably kick our butts right now. Wild Malboro is also another and Katobopas is kind of leaning on the side that it'll probably kick our butts right now. And then obviously the rank 7s I'm not even worrying about. Yeah, but the area where the Masamune was is where Diabolos shows up, or somewhere around it. It shows up in that last area. The Ancient Man of Mystery is all throughout the Lusu Mines. It's like 4 different hunts. Carrot is a Malboro of rank 7 that I don't want to deal with yet. Fafnir and Ancient Man of Mystery are the hardest hunts that we have available right now. Fafnir is yet another worm.
Wow.
It's not the last worm, that's technically Yizmat, but aside from Yizmat, that's the last worm. Death Gaze. Death Gaze is a pain. It's not that hard, but the way it spawns is really annoying. It spawns on the airship. That's the whole thing with it. It's attacking the airships. So, I'll say this for later because I don't know when we're going to get to it. The way it works is you talk to this kid to get the hunt. And like, it's a rich kid. And he's like, look, I assigned the mark because, like, one, I'm worried, but me and my mom have a bet on this if this thing even exists because she doesn't believe me. But what you do is you travel, like you talk to him, get on the airship, travel, talk to him again, and you don't have to talk to him again, but he will tell you how close the Death Gaze is, and you have to travel upwards of like 10 times before he says, yeah, I saw it, it's really close, it's going to attack probably soon. And if you obviously if you don't kill it, you got to do it again. So it's just a pain. I think it is, aside from... Actually, no, I think it is the most work to spawn any given hunt in this game. Right underneath it is Behemoth King. Which we can't do yet. The most annoying hunt to get to is the Shadow Seer, which we also can't. But I actually don't know what the requirements are for Behemoth King to show up. I know what the requirements are for Shadow Seer, and it's beat all the bosses in the lighthouse. So there's Fenrir, there's the fish, there's the turtle, and then in the Subterra there's another one. And once you beat all of those, then you can accept the hunt. He's one that I excluded from the randomizer because I don't like going down there.
I can tell.
Mainly, it's just because of the fact you need all the black orbs. Because unlike the vanilla game where I can just kill a bunch of schmucks and get 3 black orbs, the randomizer has a set number. So if something is on that hunt that I need to get, I have to get every single black orb. And that turns my goal from like 5 checks, 5 items to like 32 items to 40 items, depending on what I picked. It's really annoying. Whereas like if it's on the last floor, I only need like 14 of those, and that's way easier to get. But it's about that time. I don't want to start a new hunt right now. I'll grind, and then Wednesday, assuming everything goes smoothly, honestly what I'm gonna do I'm gonna grind, I'm gonna save, and then I'm gonna try the tower myself and get an idea of like how ready is my party. And if I think we're good, Wednesday we'll do more of the story. If not, I don't know what we're doing.
Mhm.
Like, bar none, I do not know what we're doing. But take care, everyone. Have a great day, and we'll see you Wednesday for something. Hopefully it's
Yes.
FF12.
Goodbye.